Hello enemies and book lovers, my name is Ash and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing my March TBR video. We're going to be doing this with The Sims. We will not be seeing my Sims choose my TBR for April because I think that's the Aurelium-a-thon, or I keep calling it that, it's not called that. The Aurelium Readathon is in April, so I'm not going to be doing it in April. So this will be the last TBR for my Sims for at least another month or two, and so I'll be going back to that in May. So as usual, I will be choosing 3 prompts from my Sims TBR video, and then I'm going to be choosing a few more books on my own. We're also going to be doing my unwrapping or unhauling series for the first time, and I already have done this because I wanted to see if I needed more books on my TBR. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. So let's see what my sim chose for me for my prompts for March. All right, so it's that time again where we have our sim, Karina, decide what we're going to be reading for this month. I will add that I believe I would like for Mitchell to move in with her in the next episode, so that'll be cute. We're going to be choosing 3 books, and I'm a little bit worried because my March TBR is actually pretty chunky. That's my birthday month, so I'm a little bit nervous, but we're gonna do our best. Oh my god, is she gonna eat their food? She just like interrupted their date. Oh my god, this is so cute. Adorable. Is that a raccoon? There's a raccoon? They're so cute. How am I not supposed to adopt these stray animals right now? It's taking all my willpower not to take them home. Anyway, let's get to actually choosing our books because I don't want to be here for like 5, 10, 15 minutes. So we are going to start. I did keep these lights because I thought they were cute, but otherwise the Christmas decorations are obviously down now. It's March. Yeah, it should be down by this point. So let us choose our first prompt out of 3. I'm just hoping that she's kind to me this month and gives me something that I want to read or something that correlates to what I already have on my TBR. We'll see. Okay, so first thing is, oh my god, an illustrated book. Okay, read an illustrated book, a manga, a manhwa, a graphic novel, a webtoon, etc. This is anything that is illustrated, so this is literally perfect because I wanted to get to a manga this month. I'm really excited about that. I've wanted to get to a manga for a while, but I haven't had the time, but I finally can in March, so that is perfect. This is like so far so good. Not sure how that's going to continue, but we will see. So that's great. Illustrated book is good. Now let's move on to another one. How about one in the living room? Your favorite place to read. Okay, you can't choose this. No, you can't do that. That's, put that back. Put that back. You can't do that. I would love to, but that's cheating. Okay. Let's try this again. This is a fantasy book. Wow, okay. This works as well. I read fantasy primarily, so getting a fantasy book is pretty much the next best thing. So, weirdly working out well, which makes me nervous, but I'm not going to be upset about that, okay? We're gonna go with it, and I'm gonna be thankful and thank Karina for this. Brent? Is Brent outside? Oh yeah, Brent is outside with his dog, Rosie. Adorable. Let's go and put this back on the shelf and choose another book. She is very, very focused, so that's great. Great, we need that. We need that energy. Okay, so one more book. We have one more prompt. Let's see what we get. Okay, so far so good. Either it's gonna keep going well or it's gonna go badly. Stop. Okay, as she's taking the book out, like, sorry. Okay, I got distracted. The next book is okay, so this is the genre. This is an emotional book. So a book that's going to make me emotional. Either that be the ending of a series, a book that is known to be one that makes people cry. Yeah, that means this is going to be a book that would make me emotional, depending on the different criteria. I know emotions can range, so obviously this could be easily skewed if I wanted it to, but I'm gonna try finding something that will make me like want to like cry or something. So we got an illustrated book, a fantasy book, and an emotional book. That actually went really well for me. We're going to be stopping here and I'm going to be showing you my TBR now for the month of March. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish everything. we'll see about that, but thank you so much for being a part of this part of the video, because I love doing this. I love doing my Sims TBR video. It's always so much fun, so I appreciate you being here. So yeah, let's go and see what I decide to read for March, and hope that this works out and it's not too big of a TBR. So for March, thankfully my sim chose pretty good prompts for me. This is my birthday month, March 25th, and I'm really excited about, you know, getting in some decent books this month and having some pretty good prompts. But for now, let's just see what we chose for March, or what I chose for March for my TBR. There are 5 books on this list in total and 3 manga, so technically 8 if you count the manga and the books together, but yeah, 5 actual novels and 3 manga. So as usual, this seems like it's going to be a pretty heavy fantasy month. I didn't really want it to be, because I think in February I read too much fantasy, I got a little bit slumpy, and because of that I didn't finish all the books I wanted to. One of the books I really have to get through and finish, because I have a reading vlog for it, and I really wanted to finish it in February so I can get my reading vlog up in February, but I think I'm gonna have to post the video in March because I did not finish it. And that is Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I did not finish this book. I got into a slump while I was reading it, not because of this book, it was another book I think. So I unfortunately didn't finish this. I'm very early on into this book, so thankfully it shouldn't bother me too much when I get back into it. But yes, I'll be finishing this in March. Pretty early on in the month, I'm probably gonna be doing my reading vlog for this, so you'll probably see this within the next like 2 videos. I'm probably gonna post this after my wrap up. Probably this will be the next one. So I'm going to be finishing this and prioritizing it in the first week of March, and I'm really excited about getting it through it. I'm hoping I'll be in the mood to read it. I think I will. My second book is the book that you will not be seeing. This is going to be for only my video, my Unwrap or Unhaul series. That video will probably be uploaded near the middle or the end of March, so you'll see that. Like I said, I will not tell you what the book is. You might see one missing on my shelves if you want to spoil yourself a little bit, but yeah, I mixed feelings on it, but I'm going to do a reading vlog on that book itself and see if I want to unhaul it. I will not be talking about that book, but it is a fantasy book as well. So here we are, another fantasy month. That's okay. I'll handle it. I think I'm okay with it. Next, for my books that everyone's probably expecting me to read, that is The Bands of Mourning by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 3rd book in the era 2 of Mistborn. There's 4 books in this era, and I'm going to be on the 3rd book. I'm finishing the series in April, hopefully. But yeah, this is The Bands of Mourning. This is the 3rd book. This is like a steampunk western magical fantasy series. It follows the Mistborn trilogy, the first 3 books in the Mistborn trilogy, and it follows 300 years afterward. So talked about this every single month. People probably are pretty aware of it now, and yeah, I'll be getting to this as well in March, and I am hoping it'll continue to get better. The ending of the 2nd book was pretty harsh, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it continues and how Wax is doing, because that poor man needs a break. Wax needs a break. Give him a Kit Kat or something. The next one I'm super duper excited about. This is going to be a manga series I've been dying to continue. My library finally has them on hold for me. This will be digitally, I'll be reading these, and that will be the 4th, 5th, and 6th volume of Berserk. I am so pumped to be finally getting to this series again. I loved the first 3. I will not have a deluxe edition this time around, but I will be reading it on Libby digitally, which is going to be beautiful as well, so I'm really excited about it. I am nervous about it. This is like a grim, dark, medieval, kind of fantasy-esque manga series that follows Guts and his little friend Puck, and so far, like I said in my first wrap-up of it, I don't think there's a huge plot right now. We're kind of just following Guts and just him going throughout the world and just discovering things about himself and other people around him, and I'm just like really excited to be continuing it. I know that the 4th volume is going to start off pretty dark. There are pretty grim and dark topics in this series, and it will not shy away from them, even on page sometimes, so just be very careful if you want to get into this. Okay, and this is also written by the incredible Kentaro Miura, the illustrator of this work that has passed away. Amazing work, and I'm really happy that I get to finally get to his work. The last 2 I'm going to be reading is 2 that I am nervous to be continuing, because these are authors I usually love, and I'm hoping I will continue to love these books. So the next book, this was one of my most anticipated books of 2023, and that is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This is going to be following characters after the main trilogy. I don't really want to say who they are and really what happens in this one, because I don't want to spoil anything. I don't think Jude and Carden are in this book, which is pretty tragic. Carden and Jude are like my favorite people ever. As the trilogy continues, I'm just hoping that they show up. But yeah, this will just follow characters from the first book, a little bit aged up, and a new character. I believe that the female character in this book is new. I think so, at least. So yeah, I'm excited to be getting to this finally. I got to go to Chapters and use my gift card to buy this for myself. This was a gift for myself for getting my G1, so I'm gonna be getting to this finally. I'm hoping I'll get to it. You know what? I will not say I promise, because knowing my luck, I might get into reading slump again. So we'll see about that. Yeah, it smells so good. It smells like a new book. I'm trying not to, I did it anyway, I'm sorry. It just smelled so good. I'm so strange. I'm so strange, I apologize for that. The last one on this list is a scary one. It's a scary one, guys. So I've been reading this series for years. I haven't read I think the last book I read like 2 years ago. I have not continued it. I only have 2 books left in this series. I should have finished it a long time ago. Yes, this is one of my favorite authors. No, I do not agree with everything that she does or says, but I am obsessed with her books. And this one I'm talking about right now, I'm sorry, I'm like teasing you all. And that is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas, okay? I have not read Tower of Dawn or Kingdom of Ash. I have yet to read them, and I have been putting it off for years, literal years. And I started the series, I would say probably about 4 years ago, and I have yet to finish it. I forgot to mention that this will be qualifying as fantasy for my Sims choice. Illustrated will obviously be Berserk, and this will be emotional. I don't know if I'll be emotional, but I'm just feeling like I will. I know that the last book, Kingdom of Ash, will definitely make me emotional. This one is questionable. I guess I could make Song of Achilles be the emotional pick as well, because I have yet to read it and I do want to read it in March. So emotional could also be Song of Achilles, even though it's kind of cheating because it was technically on my February TBR, but this will be another one in my March TBR. This is a 660 page book. The pages are, actually the writing isn't that small. I've just been reading tiny font with big fantasy books lately. Oh my gosh, I am so scared to be continuing this series. I don't really know if I could recap it because it's been such a long time since I read the first few books. I don't really think it's safe for me to recap it. If I did, I might spoil things. It's very interesting that the turn that this series takes. I do think I like the second half more, although I didn't hate the first half. I did read that when I was younger, that was like 4 years ago, I'm sorry, it's not that different. Younger in my reading years. I liked it more back then probably than I would now, but I think that this part of the series is definitely more enjoyable for me. I don't remember a lot of what happened last. There are people that do have videos of like recapping what happens in the last books, which is great because I'm probably gonna need it because I haven't read this in so long that I'm probably gonna forget a lot of the characters. I think this book specifically follows 2 different characters, kind of following a different path alongside Kingdom of Ash or Empire of Storms, the last book. So yeah, this will follow characters that some people hate. I don't actually hate him personally. I don't know why people hate him. Like, I think that he's annoying sometimes, but he's not like the worst character in the world. So I'm hoping I will enjoy it, even though this is following characters that aren't like the most lovable. But like I said, hoping I will still enjoy it. Fingers crossed that I will. I'll let you know in my March wrap up when I do that in April. Okay, with that is all that's going to be read for the month of March. I don't know if I'm going to be getting to all of these books. I'll definitely get to my manga. My fantasy books, I'm a little bit nervous. I might get into a slump again from reading so much fantasy. I'll try my best to read them and hopefully I'll get through them. Song of Achilles will definitely be a top priority for me. The Bands of Mourning I'm also going to be trying to prioritize. With the other ones I'm going to try to. If I don't, I'm not going to like push myself, but those are the 2 that I'm really going to prioritize. So those are the 8 books I'm going to be reading in March. I'm hoping that I will enjoy most of them, if not all of them. These are a pretty good lineup for books that are probably going to be good. These are like, all these books are pretty like hyped books. I'm hoping March has the first 5-star read in the year. There's potential for it. There's a lot of good books on this list, so I'm really hopeful. Have a great day, have a great reading month, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, everyone.